Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies vies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Yes, I. So you got to get your tickets. A lot of people are talking about that actually, and there are people who are going to come. You know, a real cricket experience for one and all. Welcome one and all again to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson. Tell me you didn't get mixed up with the time and thinking that we were supposed to be on an hour earlier. No, we are continuing to do our program at 9 here in Grenada. It's still 9 here now. I know that for some of you and your issue with the daylight saving time, well, for us, nothing changed. It's for you. All right, so you realize now the program is coming on an hour later. All right, but that's only for you. All right, so let's get into it and see what we're talking about today. Grenada joins the world in observance of the Commonwealth Day, or those who are celebrating it, in fact. It was a busy weekend on the sister isle of Carriacou with 2 of the main political parties having major events. Yes, and the police commissioner says that the RGPF is concerned with the regularity of young girls going missing. We'll talk about that. And police say that they're working on training to be better able to respond to mentally challenged offenders. And the Saharan dust heading our way, should be around by now. And the UK to end all COVID-19 travel rules ahead of Easter break, while some parts of China are back in lockdown owing to a new strain of the COVID-19 virus there. All right, so we have all of that and more to talk to you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Folks, this is it, we're talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Everything that you're looking for on your screen, you're getting it here. It's not a movie, but we're not very far from it. So again, welcome to the program. Don't forget, when you share the program, it's important that you do so. In fact, when you share, other people get to see that we are live. A reminder that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Quartz Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, and we've got also superb distributors. And of course, when it comes to the Cricket West Indies, yes, West Indies versus England, the Apex series. So, all you, we're taking a break and come back. And don't forget, someone will win some free credit tonight who has shared the program. When we come back, it's real news in all the Lily Lulu. So, brace all yourself, we're coming.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, family members, welcome one and all again. And this is where we start tonight's program. All right, so the first thing that we have to tell you about today, Commonwealth Day, Grenada, together with the rest of the world, observed the occasion held each year on the second Monday in March. This year's celebration is held under the global theme, delivering a common future. Now, the day's observance also precedes this year's Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, centered around the theme, taking charge of our future. The event is expected to highlight how the 54 member countries in the Commonwealth family are innovating, connecting, and transforming to help achieve goals like fighting climate change. All right. Well, the CHOGM is set to take place in Rwanda. All right, in June of I think it's June 19th to the 21st of 2022. Now, the meeting will bring together the leaders of the Commonwealth grouping, and that is to work together towards a future of peace and prosperity. Grenada's Foreign Affairs Minister Oliver Joseph marked the occasion while expressing gratitude for the technical support the Commonwealth has given in the development of Grenada and its people. And speaking Commonwealth, I think we told you about that recently in terms of the competition that was being held. A student of the Presentation Brothers College, the PBC, is the top winner of the Commonwealth Day Creative Arts Competition. Now, the St. Joseph's Convent Grenville took the second, third, and fourth places, all right, with Ariana Williams, Naomi Joseph, and Kenote Joseph, respectively, all right. Now, while the Presentation Brothers College, Asa St. Bernard came in fifth, Now, the competition was organized by the British High Commission in St. George's in partnership with the Division of Youth Development and the Ministry of Education. Now, the prize giving ceremony was held today. All right, so congratulations to all of them. I just at least wanted to highlight that, so you know, when they hear the name on the bin or something like that, you know, they'll feel good. Mommy, my name on it on Mikey Live. You know what I mean? Right. So we are, in fact, getting ready for Spice Mass 2022. And today we heard from the Spice Mass Corporation. Now, they sent out notice as it relates to subvention. Now, according to the Spice Mass Corporation, the application process has begun for qualifying stakeholders to receive a subvention in preparation for Spice Mass 2022. Now, subvention is like a financial support for some of the organizations and the bands and so on, right? But there are certain criteria that they must meet. Now, applicants must first complete the registration process with their respective associations or provide evidence of the submission of the registration form to their respective organizations where applicable, and or provide work plan and budget to the parish committees before applying for the subvention. Now, SMC kindly reminds, they say, all fancy and traditional mass band leaders, calypso tents and parish committees, presidents who were recipient of subventions in 2019 to submit your financial report by March 25th, 2022. All right, and that is to process documentation to facilitate the timely payment of subventions for Spice Mass 2022. Application forms are available at the SMC office, or you can actually send it via email, all right, upon request. And they say that they would like to thank everybody for the cooperation and things. So that is an indication that they're heading in the direction of putting things in place so that Grenada can go ahead and host its Spice Mass celebration. We'll be hearing more from the Ministry of Health. In fact, there was going to be a press conference tomorrow, and that will be facilitated by the Ministry of Health and Social Security, together with the Ministry of Finance, Economic Development, Physical Development, and Energy. I know there are some unanswered questions in terms of how some of the events are going to be facilitated. We're talking about the parties and effects and so, because you guys have seen this week alone, well, from the weekend to now, so many flyers surfaced about major events, like some are happening as early as next week, all right, as this weekend as well. A lot of events in it's like in the build-up to Spice Mass 2022, but I know that a lot are still out in terms of questions, in terms of numbers and all of that. Yeah, so I'm guessing tomorrow's press conference will clarify some of that. I know the committee had to present some more information. I'm talking about that is what do they call him again, boy? The COVID-19 committee. All right. Okay. So boy, oh boy, it was a busy weekend for the political parties. NMP and NDC were going Carriacou first, and there were events held by Tevin Andrew and Kendra Maturin Stewart, and these are the two caretakers. Well, will be when the time for the election come about, you know. So they had their thing, and listen, the thing turn it up. You understand? The thing turning up. Because we are seeing that Calypsonians and soca artists and things like that in the business. How we looking? You know, I just can't wait. I mean, we have to play it nice. We have to play it, when I say play nice, I mean, we have to play it clean. No trouble and thing like that. You know what I mean? Let's do it nice and thing, so that people will enjoy the election period. I don't want people saying, you know, ting, and nah, man, we don't want that. We want the thing to be protect. You understand? Very good debate. This side and that side. No set of fighting and no set of mudslinging. No, you know what I mean? Anyway, Tevin said that things are too divided in Carriacou and Pidimonic, and he's hoping to see things get back to what it was.
What sort of development takes place where? It is constituted, and it's about time. The people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique should not be going down to Grenada to seek medical care. It's about time that we deal with the healthcare crisis that we have on the island. You know, I was speaking to a gentleman, Mr. Jackson to be precise, a few weeks ago. And he told me back in the day, during Hurricane Janet, he got into an accident in Hurricane Janet. And they had to send up a boat from Grenada to transport him and the other people that was damaged in Hurricane Janet. Fast forward all these years after. If anything happened to any one of us, we still had to get the charter the hospital $10,000 to get down to Grenada to seek medical care.
All right,
Tell
and
me
that
how
was
are we moving
Kevin
forward?
Andrew
Tell me how-
in part of his presentation on the weekend. And then there was Kindra, Matthew, and Stuart, and they had a little jovial moment where you had Boise and thing on the stage, and he was, you know, he was serenading Kindra.
And every pocket was full, so we feeling it up. We keep the dreams in my life, never giving it up. From the bottom to the top, me say we believe it up. You just a chill and just a hold on this.
So the thing turning up, boy. Woo-hoo. And around the island on Sunday, you had the New National Party celebrating its 4th anniversary of its victory. So you had some of the MPs and their supporters and so on were in different constituencies, and they were singing songs and playing music and having fun. In St. David, the 4th anniversary coincided with the lighting up of the Lassages playing field. And so they are saying that that will allow for a lot of more activities to take place in the night at the Lassages playing field, and that it was needed. And the playing field there is home for a lot of the athletes that you see going out and making it big. All right? Oh yeah, we are getting ready for election. The thing go pretty. Anyway, let's leave that talk. The next thing we have to tell all about the Commissioner of Police now in more serious news, boy. The Commissioner of Police says that the RGPF, they are very concerned with the regularity of which young girls are just going missing. And he wants to know, just like we are asking, because we going to him for the questions, for the answers, but he coming to us too. He say, well, what's going on? I want to know, what is the cause of these young girls going missing?
Another vexing issue is the regularity with which our young teenage girls are leaving home, sometimes for days. I have spoken to this before, and I will raise these rhetorical questions again. What is really fueling this problem? Is it circumstances at home, peer pressure, a lack of values and self-control? Is it a case of exploiting the vulnerabilities of our young and impressionable minds, or is it a combination of all? Whatever it may be, we need to fix it, and fix it fast, for this is a very concerning matter.
Thank you very much, Commissioner of Police. We've been saying that. You know, we don't understand why. You know? You understand? Ah, boy. Anyway, we're moving on. We are hoping that this could be addressed as quickly as possible. The next thing that we have to tell all you, the police say that they are working towards fixing another issue when it comes to police and mentally challenged people. You understand? He says that the police must be properly equipped and trained and have proper response mechanism that should not result in a loss of life when responding to these incidents.
You probably will recall in our history quite a number of persons with mental issues. By responding with the police, some individuals have actually lost their life. Because of the police, of course, the police had to respond to those circumstances. And where and when the police officers' life become threatened, of course, the police officers have to respond. But we need to take on board the fact that responding to those circumstances, we are dealing with persons who are sick and are mentally challenged. And we must be able to foresee what those circumstances can be, and to be properly equipped and properly trained to be able to appropriately anticipate early, be prepared for those issues and expect the likelihood to arise, and have proper response mechanism that should not result in the loss of life.
All right. You understand? He said that the big issue is training the officers to understand how to treat with these issues. The issue of mental cases. He says there should be, he says that there should be a joint response as well with police and medical team. You understand? So when they arrive at the scene, it's you know, they are in a better position to manage whatever scenario they meet. However, one of the challenges, he says, is that sometimes it's not as easy to coordinate so as to have the both entities arriving at the same time. The police will respond and respond quickly, but they cannot just sit back and wait for example, the medical team to arrive. And of course, you know that the medical team is sometimes stretched a lot. So, you know, he was presenting as well some of the real scenarios, some of the real challenges that they face. But he says, despite all of that, they are going to be better equipped with in terms of training and so on to be able to deal with these situations.
We have a bigger issue here, and the bigger issue is that we ideally need to have officers trained to the level to understand how to treat with the issue of mental cases. There was a point in time when we had officers trained and placed in every division in this regard. I think we need to revisit that. As a matter of fact, from our last incident in St. Patrick, we have revisited this and looking to receive training from the Ministry of Health to help our officers better understand and have in every station a repository of knowledge in understanding how to treat and respond to persons with mental problems. In addition, I believe we also need to have a sort of joint response with medical and police to treat with mental situations. But we do understand the fact that where you might have a mental person and the behavior of which is putting the life of regular members of the public at risk, the police really and truly, we are first responders, and sometimes we tend to have to be there before we can get the support of another entity. And this actually reinforces the point why the police need to have the theoretical and conceptual skills that are required to properly strategize and respond to those situations, as well as we must have the appropriate tools and equipment so that when we arrive, our last resort level of force does not become our first response.
Thank you very much, Commissioner of Police, for really addressing that issue in the manner that you did. Because of course, these are these are matters that people want to know about. Yeah. All right. How are we looking for time? I see we're running out of time already, boy. What else do we have to tell you about, boy? Yeah, we can expect some Saharan dust coming over tonight into tomorrow and so on. So if you find that you feel a little congested and things like that, it could be because of the Saharan dust. All right, and it might be a bit windy as well, but we'll tell you more about that when it comes to the weather. On the matter of COVID, Britain's government said Monday that all remaining coronavirus measures for travelers, including passenger locator forms and the requirement that unvaccinated people be tested for COVID-19 before and after their travel, will end Friday to make going on holiday easier for the Easter school vacation. All right, so in other words, they're saying that they're going to be removing a lot of those things, because the threat is not as present as it was. All right. However, China, there are some places in China that's going under lockdown again because of a variant. How that will affect decisions that the world is making currently with regard to relaxing some of its measures is left to be seen. We're moving quickly again. The next thing that we have to tell all about by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, all right, talking about the whole issue of sanctions on Ukraine. He says that while St. Vincent and the Grenadines automatically follows United Nations Security Council sanctions, it is under no obligation to honor those that countries impose unilaterally. You understand? He says, by virtue of our membership of the United Nations and in relation to security, from time to time, I will get my desk individuals of companies who are sanctioned by the United Nations Security Council. The Prime Minister told the reporters, but he says, when I get it, I send it immediately to the Financial Intelligence Unit, the Commission of Police, Financial Services Authority, the Controller of Inland Revenue, Chief Immigration Officer, and the Director General of Finances and Planning, the United Nations Security Sanctions. He says, we are under no obligation to follow any unilateral sanctions by any country. He said, noting that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has, however, mutual legal assistance treaty agreements with the United States, Canada, Britain, and other European countries. If you have a particular individual or a company that you require action to be taken under the mutual assistance treaty, you inform us through the usual channels, and there is a process and that triggers an internal legal process in our country. You understand? He says so that they have to follow international laws and domestic laws. So he's basically saying that, you know what, because somebody or others make decisions, they don't just need to follow it just like that. It must go through a process. You understand? And probably if that process is not followed, then they have no other option but to keep business as usual. I know that there has been a lot of criticizing of him and so on, because we have to shine a light to know where he stands personally with regards to Russia and its position on Ukraine. You would know that Gonsalves has a reasonably okay relationship with the Russian government. In fact, during the whole COVID-19, I think they were one of the first set of, in terms of vaccines that they received, might have come from Russia. You understand? So, and that's why these wars are so technical. Because when there are sanctions and when you are part of this grouping and that grouping, and then you have alliance with the country that is that is the subject of all these sanctions, then you are forced to comply with your involvement in the other groupings, and probably even neglect the close relationship that you have established with the country that the sanctions go against. Yeah. Anyway, that's politics. We can get in there today. We're taking a quick break and come back. And when we come back, we have for you the national report and the weather. Stay tuned.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at here, basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready cash, always ready when you're ready, let's go.
Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Lights were officially turned on over the weekend at the Lasages playing field. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Monday, March 14th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. A promise made and a promise kept. The lights have been turned on at the Lasages playing field, one of the more widely used facilities for cricket and other sporting disciplines. Parliamentary Representative for St. David, Honorable Oliver Joseph, who officially turned on the lights on Sunday, says he feels a sense of gratification to fulfill a promise made to his constituents.
It is the largest playing field in St. David, and it is the second ground for international teams coming to Grenada, and therefore it was important that we have the lights. So today is a real historic day, March 13th to turn on these lights. Every sport meet I come, St. David's Catholic Secondary in particular, when I come to open the sports, they will be calling on me to provide the lights. COVID-19, of course, delayed it because of shipping problems, but I'm so happy today that we can turn on the lights and we see cricket match play on the light. The Trailblazers club already preparing to have games under the light.
Coordinator of Sports Curlon Peters says the Ministry of Sports is pleased with the outcome of the project and looks forward to working with the various sporting clubs and organizations in the parish.
I know the cricketers are excited, but I know the track and field people are more excited because St. David's Grenada just going to host all the 400-meter track. And if you look, it's about 4 to 5 fields in Grenada that can hold a 400-meter athletics track. And we can see from the development here in sports, through some of the development program, through the clubs here, the St. David's Trailblazer, with the adventure of Denise and Paul and Kwame, with the teams that are training and the support to the parish and what you have done to the parish of St. David, I think it's a very, very wonderful moment for everyone.
Paul Philippe, a member of the St. David Trailblazers Athletic Club and coach of world javelin champ Anderson Peters, says seeing the lights turned on is really a joyous feeling.
I think it's well appreciated. It's timely right now. We are in the peak of the athletic season, as you know. Yesterday was the national championships, and athletes are in high gear in terms of preparation. But further on to this is that the field, being a field that is multi-purpose, on any given evening is bustling with a lot of activities. You have cricketers training, you have the footballers training, you have a number of track and field persons, then you have the recreational people who's just walking to keep fit and all of that kind of thing. So it's something that is really welcome there.
Raphael Crony, who has been involved in various levels of the game of cricket, also echoed sentiments of gratitude to the government of Grenada for the investment made in lighting the facility.
It's one of our top facilities. You look at our facilities around the country and you think of Progress Park and Tantine, some of the bigger facilities. And this is really our first major cricket ground that have been lighted. And I think it really would create a lot of benefit for our sportsmen, or cricketers in particular. We are now getting to see the quality of the lights for the first time with this cricket match, which certainly would indicate to us where we are in terms of lighting, in terms of the standard of the lighting. And we are very hopeful based on what we are seeing, the structure, the setup of the light is pretty encouraging. And at the height of the light, we think is really is what it's supposed to be. We are very pleased with that.
2 cricket matches were played under the lights on Sunday evening. The Diamond Chocolate Factory is constructing a new chocolate factory that has the potential to become a rural ecotourism site, boasting of significant benefits for the community of Mount Horn, the rural economy, and cocoa farmers. The plan is to produce another variety of bean-to-bar chocolate for both the local and international markets, utilizing Grenada's fine flavored cocoa beans to produce milk chocolate. The project implementation unit of the OECS Agricom project has approved $378,000 for the association towards the venture, and so far it has collected the first tranche of $189,000.
We've been very excited, very happy to support the GCA in the work that they have been doing and the work they want to do to expand cocoa production and to increase the amount of work done in cocoa value add. So the project, the Agricom has allocated $378,000, Mr. Astic, towards this enterprise. The rest of the money is coming from the Cocoa Association itself. So it's a partnership to get this facility going.
That's Gregory Del Sol, head of the Project Implementation Unit of the OECS AgriCom project within the Ministry of Agriculture. The project is being supervised by agronomist and cocoa farmer Andrew Hastick, who also serves as the managing director of the Diamond Chocolate Factory. Hastick explained the rationale behind the new factory's location in keeping with the United States Food and Drug Administration's requirements for dark chocolate to be produced at a separate location from milk chocolate.
When we were audited by the FDA, we were told that it's not possible, or hardly likely, I should say, to do a milk chocolate alongside a dark chocolate. And so we were forced to find an alternative location, but it was very, very expensive. And here came the help from the government of Grenada through the RGPF project, and it made our dream a reality. So I'm very, very happy and very thankful to the government of Grenada for coming to our assistance and making this project a reality. This project will use cocoa of low cadmium content. Cadmium is a heavy metal poison that is found in some cocoa. And in some parts of the island, it is higher than others. In the south of the island, the cadmium content is lower. And this project will use healthy beans for our people to make chocolate this time. And so it will be it's a big win-win situation for everyone, for the people, for the economy, for everyone involved.
The venture aims to make accessible locally produced chocolate. Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Peter David, who was a part of the recent tour of the facility, says the project augurs well for food security and the economy.
We always sell in raw materials and importing in manufacturing. This is a great step for all of the members of the board. I want to commend you, a great step in the direction that agriculture should go. Add value, as Gregory always says, add value. And this here will not only add value in terms of exporting, it will decrease our imports, because instead of people only buying imported stuff, they come here, which is this area for shopping, to buy chocolates and so on. You send away gifts, people coming to Grenada can come here and visit, because you also have, I think you plan a little museum, you plan a little the spice area where people can come and see spices. Of course, the government is really happy to have assisted in doing it, and we look forward to working with you in doing that.
The association says it plans to use 1/3 of the cocoa produced locally for chocolate production, with the hope that it can produce 200,000 pounds of milk chocolate per annum for the local and international markets combined. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches, and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Continuing the news, the Royal Grenada Police Force is working to improve its level of competence through the recruitment of officers for the prosecution department. Officers attached to various units of the force participated in a 2-week training on prosecution procedures and practices facilitated by Corporal Kerry Swan, who outlined basic prosecution techniques, including cross-examining witnesses and the importance of evidence in investigative procedures, among other topics. The officers were also given the opportunity to use the knowledge to participate in a mock court trial on completion. Head of the Prosecution Department, Superintendent Vanny Kerwin, commended the trainees and encouraged them to use the knowledge to improve their abilities as officers.
I've watched you over the last 2 weeks, and I've seen some talents emerge. I was impressed with what I saw at the court today. I'm happy that we were able to, at this occasion, join customs with us. It is an auspicious occasion for me, and I'll tell you why. Over the years, most of our prosecution courses have been abroad. The last couple of years, we were fortunate to build capacity to be able to host these courses locally
And I'm happy that Couple Swan, who came through the system, were able to coordinate and put on this course almost all by himself or with the assistance of ASP Charles. This is commendable. I trust that learning has taken place. All of you will not get an opportunity to come to the prosecution department. Those who will be fortunate enough so to do, I trust that you will take the learning that you have gotten here and would apply it, make yourself better police officers, make yourself better prosecutors, and do your country proud. Those who may not make it to prosecution, you too have learned. And I'm sure that this learning will not go to waste. You will go back to your respective place of employment, of attachment, and you will apply what you have learned there.
The participants are all confident that the RGPF will be improved as a result of their new competencies.
It was very, very well received from myself and my other colleagues from the Customs Division. And having the experience of the practical session really enforced what we learned in the theoretical part of it. And having this view of what prosecution is really like, to me, holds us at a certain standard when it comes to administering justice.
Today, if I don't make it to prosecution, I can safely say that I'm in a better position, not only in relation to the topic of prosecuting, but also put me in a better position as an investigator, going about investigating matters. And I would like to say thank you to the prosecution department for having me on that course where I was afforded the opportunity to learn and now to put into practice what I've learned.
Throughout the course, I must say there were lots of information coming down at us, relevant information towards prosecutorial duties and also towards investigative duties. And I really learned a lot, and from speaking to my colleagues, I can also say that they indeed assimilated, if not all, most of the information.
Oral diseases are a major health concern for many countries, with 3.5 billion people worldwide affected, according to the World Dental Federation statistics. As such, a day has been set aside to recognize oral health worldwide. The commemoration aims to empower people with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to secure good oral health. This year, World Dental Federation unveiled the 3-year theme relevant from 2021 to 2023, Be Proud of Your Mouth. Grenada's chief dental surgeon, Dr. Julie Dubois, said the theme is simple, yet holds a vital message. She was at the time the guest speaker on The Next Chapter television program with host Kevin Frederick.
Be proud of your mouth. Kevin, for us, this is a very deep command. Be proud of your mouth. You know, in life, people are proud of many different things. You're proud of what you would have achieved. You're proud of what your children or your friends or, you know, your government and so on would have achieved. But the mouth, as a small organ of the body, we don't think about being proud of your mouth. So if we all understand what pride is, we all understand what it is to feel good about something. And most of the time, the things that we are proud of, we may have contributed to it in some way. So the World Federation of Dentists is now asking everybody, be conscious of your mouth.
Activities in observance of World Oral Health Day kick off on Friday, March 18th. Dr. Dubois gave insight into some of the activities planned for 2022.
We are going to have 2 mini health fairs. And I say mini because of the pandemic, we were not able to get all the materials and the instruments and even our sponsors. This year, we are also going to include as sponsors some of the private dentists, right? Because we're running a radio quiz starting this week, and the prizes are going to be free dental cleaning and checkup.
Right.
You know,
excellent.
Each dentist has taken on to do at least 2.
The Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique would not be left out of this year's activities. A quiz will be broadcast on mainland Grenada on WeFM radio. That story just ended the national report for Monday, March 14th, recapping the top story. Lights were officially turned on over the weekend at the Lasages playing field. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Rakisha, and the rest of the GIS News team. Now for a look at the weather, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be mostly fair and windy, increasing in cloudiness at times by morning. The actually minimum temperature for tonight, 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves at 7 to 10 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Marine advisory remains in effect. And of course, into tomorrow, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair and windy with the occasional partly cloudy spells accompanied by brief isolated showers. Now the maximum temperature for tomorrow, 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves of 7 to 10 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory will be in effect for then. And so let's say hello to a few people on YouTube before we wrap. Those of you who want the big scream, as we say it, Ezran. What Ezran? Inside is yours. Mom, it's Clovey, Tallman, Suzanne, Glenora, and the whole crew. Hello to you. Those of you on Facebook, Praise and Worship, Zaka, Pearl, Rolanda, Karine, Michelle, Claire, Cynthia, Nika, and everybody, boy. I see Yvonne already. Celine, Javar, Lintona, and Mom. Hello to you guys. All right. And everybody. I hear small man coming in at distance at a run. All right. Okay. And Dilian, Vicky, and those of you whose name I haven't seen pop up as yet, I'll say hello to you as well. And I'm looking forward to having you guys. Nasha, hello to you. All right. And Kim Nasha, yes, hello to you. And Pearl, Velma, Kathy again, Kirin, yes. Oh, by the way, somebody, good night, sir. Okay, right. So some monies were found in an Indian store. If you lost your money, you can collect it at the police station in the bus terminus with proper identification, right? And it could be, you'll have to see how much money you lost, okay? Good. What else I have to tell you, boy? Yeah, so all you take care of yourself now, all right? And we'll see. And chance, blessings to you, all right? Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja! No, take care.